Well, today is our second day of reservation training. We begin with PNR creation, then repeat PNR modification, and then discuss refund and exchange. It takes 3 hours, about 3 hours, maybe less than 3 hours. And it will be without break because it's not possible to prolong webinar after 2 o'clock BDC time. So it will be from 11 o'clock till 2 p.m. by BDC time without break. So let me open my desktop. Okay, now I am in training mode. I want to repeat how to switch between real and training mode. It's exclamation mark number 3, then page down sign. This is entry for switch to training mode, and exclamation mark number 1. It's entry for switch to GRS to real mode. So let's switch to training mode. Okay, just a minute. Let's reopen me. Well, now we are in training mode. My terminal. Okay, let's repeat how to create PNR. It's one way, starting from availability screen, and another way, start from best buy screen. Availability, it's one, the entry, then city pair, for example, Tbilisi, Moscow, then the day, for example, 20th of December or 20th of 2012. If you need, you can add airline code, mind airline code, then book from this screen. Function is 0, then line number, then RBD code. Okay, just a minute, let me close it. Well, RBD code, and then how many seats you need. If there is no available seats in this RBD, it's possible to put on waiting list. Entry will be the same. So you don't need to info about waiting list in this entry. System know, is it possible to book with a confirm seat, or is it possible to book with waiting list? So I started to create PNR. System add PNR number already. Status of PNR is new, and system tell me number of seats. That means that we have 2 seats in PNR, but there is no name in PNR. So number of seats and number of passengers not equal. Then the second line is info about agency. Agency PTC code, operator ID, terminal ID, then plate. Mean that now I create PNR like airline agency. If there is BSP agency, here will be BSP code. Then this is ticket office code, city of this ticket office, and country of this ticket office. Then a line with flight segment, flight number, then RBD, day, airports, departure and arrival airport. Status of flight segment, it's half sold because PNR not finished yet. When I finish end this PNR, status will be changed for HK. Departure and arrival time is local time. Code of airline host is Leonardo, and E mean possible to ticket for this flight. Time limit add automatically, and well, it's fine setting for this time limit. For Georgian Airways, we got time limit today plus 5 days, plus 5 days after reservation made. Then phone, agency phone and agency mail. In my case, it's it added in PNR automatically. In your case, you will add phone and mail manual, but it's possible to set after edition phone and mail in PNR. Then next we should add name, well, passenger data. But before it, I want to ignore this PNR, cancel my modification. Well, change cancelled, PNR deleted because this PNR wasn't ended. And how to book, how to start PNR from Best Buy. Function for Best Buy is JW, then city pair or airport pair, then the day. For example, today is 20th of December, slash, and return. So it's possible to get price for return flight, round trip flight, and book both flights in one entry. JW, city pair, 2 datas. Departure, well, outbound data slash return data. If you want, you can add minus and airline code. From this entry, after this entry, we got price for 1 adult passenger. If you want to add passenger type code is possible to add after, in the end of this entry, slash and passenger type code. Then we got price. We got two flights, some different variants. We got RBD in this per each flight, day, departure and arrival time, then flight duration of this specific flight, airline account code, brand code, standard, for example, light or flex, and price per one passenger, because there is no information about passenger type in my entry. So this is price, fare plus taxes. If there's a few variants under the same price, system groups these variants. System show one variant and then tell us that there are 4 more variants under the same price. System tell me entry how to open list of all variants under this price. The function is W question mark 3 because 3 is line number. Or I can click on this arrow button and open a list of all variants at the same price. This is different variants. Difference is in flights. How to book? Well, how to check pricing after this entry? Well, we have a line number, we have information about flights, we have the price. Additional entry is hashtag line number, and system show me number 1. Price is 1000 lari. Then info about the first flight, info about price for the first flight segment, fare code for the first flight segment, fare for the first flight segment. Then info how to check about entry, how to check fare use per the first fare code. Entry is TP number 1. Then airline account code, brand code, info about baggage, info about all taxes. Then the same information for the second flight segment. From this display, you can go to fare use. For example, you can check penalties. Function is TP number 1. Then if you want to check category, send this category number. 16th is penalty. Then check this information. Let me check if you have no question. Then let's return to list of variant. It will be just hashtag. Again. What else? Okay. Let's reopen it. How to book from this screen? Function is the same like booking from availability. 0 is the function, then line number, and that's all. If I want to book just one seat for one adult passenger, it's this price for one adult passenger, I use just 0 its function, 1 is line number, and then system will create PNR for one passenger. If I want to book for more than one passenger, I add slash and how many seats I need. I don't add in this entry RBD code because RBD is in variant. For example, let's take variant number 3. Let's open list. And then let's take variant number 1 from this list. We have K RBD on the first flight and H RBD on the second flight. So system create PNR. On the first flight is K RBD. On return flight is H RBD. What else? System add unknown arrival segment in PNR. Why? Because there is two different airports. Flight arrives to Sheremetyevo and second flight departure from Vnukovo. So system add unknown arrival segment in PNR automatically. Then what else? We should add, no, let me ignore this PNR and let's return to best by function. This entry, I repeat, this entry for one adult passenger, or we can add passenger type code slash and passenger type code, but it will be we will get price for one passenger only. If you need, you can get price for group of passengers. So in JW entry, we can add how many passengers and type of these passengers won't buy tickets. Won't buy ticket. It will be few lines. The first line in this entry is a line for passengers. It will look like this: JW function plus 2 how many passengers, ADT adult. 2 adults won't buy tickets. Then plus 1 infant. So I want to get price for 2 adults and 1 infant. Then let's go to the next screen. It's enter button. You need this sign. It means that the other part of my entry is on the next line. Well, next 4 lines are for flights, for itinerary. So let's fly it again from Tbilisi to Moscow. Let's add the day. And if you need, you can add airline code, or you can add airline flight number. So it could look like this. Then if we need return, so let's go to the next line and add return flight. City pair, then day, and then airline code or flight number. System, let's make it on this entry. System will show us price per each flight, price for all these passengers. So the first line is info about passenger. The second, well, 4 more lines are for flights. We got price for these three passengers. If I start reservation from this screen, it will be the same like from one line, like reservation from one line JW entry. So it will be page up, then 0 entry, then line number line number 1, and then that's all. System will book two seats for adult and no seat for infant. Well, reservation is we start to create PNR. Then next is adding name. How to add name in PNR? Function is minus. Then minimum information about passenger, surname, name, and gender, male or female. My first passenger, Mr. Lazaruk Ivan, his gender is M, male. It's like Mr. Then I can add page down, then click enter and add passenger in PNR. Or I can go to the next line and add information, add second passenger data. So it will be the same, minus surname, name. Then it's possible to add date of birth in the same line. So it will, for example, 10th of January 90, 10 January 1990. Then plus Mrs. Mrs. means female. Then we should add to passenger ID. Passenger ID it will be slash, then country, slash, type of passenger ID national passport, NP in national passport, then ID number, slash, and expire day of this ID. For example, 12th of December 20. And then let's add infant data. It will be the same. Minus is entry, surname, as each infant, date of birth is necessary, of course. So, for example, it will be 12th of February 21. So I can add month like figure or like letter. Let me add space. It's possible to add space here. Then gender. It could be plus M or plus F. It's the same like for gender for adult passenger. It's a boy, so it will be plus M. And then passenger ID. Country, type of passenger ID, national passport or something else. Then number and expired date. As it's infant, I should add passenger type code to this line. Info about passenger type code we end with asterisk and passenger code in the end of this passenger line. Let me repeat this entry. So we have the first passenger, just name and gender. This it's full data line. So surname, name, then date of birthday, gender, info about passenger ID. And the third passenger, it's sample like add how to add passenger type code in passenger line. Okay, asterisks are. Let's reopen PNR. So we have all passengers. infant connect to the second passenger, so -2 in infant line mean this infant flies with second passenger. Second passenger is adult. The same for second passenger, adult passenger. +3 mean this passenger flies with the third passenger, and this passenger is child or infant. SSR line, SSR infant, information about infant is added in PNR automatically. Well, now this PNR is we have for end PNR. We have names, we have form, and for if SSR. Well, I want to remember you how to add phone in PNR. We have two types of phones, agency phone and passenger phone. For agency phone, function 9T, then hashtag and agency phone number. For passenger, entry is 9, then passenger number 1, for example, then type of phone, mobile, it's M, or home, H, or business, for example, it's B. For this type of phone, it's necessary to add plus, then country code, then provider code, and then phone number. So passenger phone will be look like this: plus, then country code, then provider code, and then phone number. Also, we can add mail, office mail, or passenger mail in PNR. Function will be 9, then E for email, hashtag mail, office mail, for example. Office mail because there is no passenger in my entry. Just type of contact, E for email. When add mail in PNR, itinerary receipt of ticket will send to this mail automatically. So 9E, it's agency mail. 9P2, for example, E, it's passenger mail. Then hashtag and passenger mail. So itinerary receipt will be sent to both these mails. Okay. I add office number, then I add passenger mobile, passenger number 1, and then two mails added. The first one is agency mail without link to passenger, and the second mail is mail of the second passenger. PNR is great. Let's end it. Save all modification. Function is E for end and PNR, or ER end and retrieve PNR, reopen it. Or if I want to cancel all modification in my PNR, I can use I for ignore and close PNR, or IR, ignore and reopen PNR. These four functions are setting in our techno panel in low bar. So you can see E for and R, I and IR. Now I want to save my modification to end PNR and reopen it. Okay, which button for 3 lines? I'll try to show you which, okay. It will be here, I think. This one. Well, enter. On this image, on this screenshot, the info about how to send a request to system. So it's enter. If you have a full-size keyboard, you use enter next to figure lock. If you use a laptop size keyboard, you have just one enter button. You use Ctrl plus enter. It's for send request. For go to the next line, you use another enter button. If you have full size keyboard, you have enter next to letter block. So you use this enter. If you have laptop size keyboard, you go into the next line, you use enter. So Control enter for send request, just enter for going to the next line. Okay, so my screen again. Astrid, let's reopen now. What can we do now? I started to make a reservation after JW button, JW entry. So we have price for all passengers. We can check this price. Function for price is TM or TML. Entry. I prefer to use this entry for checking price for all passengers in PNR. TM and TM, what's difference between these two entries? TM show us info on one page only, and if there's additional information on the next page, it's not possible to the next page after TM entry. TML entry allow us to list to the next page. Check. Well, TM. System show me price per each passenger. System show me price for all PNR. System show me fare calculation lines per each passenger. You can see adult passenger, segment number 1, segment number 2. And then no enough place for information. System stop pricing, okay, pricing, then system asked me to specify passenger or flight segment number. If I use TML function, I got the same pricing, but I have patch watch below, so I can use F9 button to go to the next page and to see additional information. So it's just one difference between TM and TML function. Then another function for pricing is TMR. Difference is from TM. We got pricing per one ticket. So if these two flights will be issued on one ticket. System show me pricing for the first passenger, passenger number one, and what? So let's go to the next screen, F9. Some information about friends. Then next page, we got pricing for the second passenger, and then next page we got pricing for the third passenger. In it's after pricing, so system show us type of pricing. 0, it's after pricing. In this entry, TMR, in this entry we will see baggage allowance, and well, we will see info about itinerary, info about price, like it's look in a ticket. So you can see flight segment, flight number, RBD code, how many seats occupied this passenger. It's infant, so no seat. The day, budget time, fare basis code, info about not valid before, not valid after, and baggage allowance. Then fare level in public currency, fare level in local currency, fare calculation line. It's international flights, so it's nuke here. Then line of taxes, sum of all taxes, and total amount for ticket. Form of payment will be cash. I didn't tell system about form of payment. Cash is default. So for cash, we don't need any additional address. Then airline account code and code, rate between euro and lari. Then info in endorsement. It was added automatically. And that's all. And info about brand. Brand is standard. Then next function for pricing is TMB. This function shows me how many tickets will be issued per each passenger. One ticket for these two flights or two tickets for these two flights. So TMB show me that for the first passenger it's adult, first flight segment and second flight segment. TA mean after pricing, airline code, itinerary. Then, well, I won't talk about this block. I want to show you just, well, this is ticket number. So you can see on the first and on second flight for the first passenger, similar ticket numbers. There is no ticket number yet, we not issued yet. Ticket number will be created automatically when I start ticketing. Then flight coupon number, the first and second coupon. Then another entry for pricing is TMF. F form of payment. This entry shows us form of payment in ticket. As I didn't add any info about form of payment, it will be cash. System show me that cash total amount per all passengers, then info per each passenger. The first passenger is adult, second passenger adult, third passenger is infant. First flight segment, second flight segment. It's after pricing. TA mean after pricing, then fare basis code on the first flight segment and fare basis code on the second flight segment. Taxes codes per each flight segment and amount per fare and all taxes and form of payment per each item per fare and per taxes. And I repeat that if you see part on the bottom of the screen, you can go to the next to check information on the next page. Well, In each this entry, TM or TMR or TMB, TMF, you can add passenger number and flight number. For example, I want to price just one passenger, the first passenger, and I want to price this passenger on the first flight segment. So passenger number is added next to entry, flight segment number is added, asterisk, and then flight segment. Also, you can add passenger and flight segment in at ticketing, in entry for ticketing. Then, for example, flight segment you will add at when you will do exchange. For exchange, in exchange entry we add flight segment number. For refund, we add passenger number or flight segment number. So let's price first passenger on the first flight segment. System show me fare, sum of taxes and total in ticket per one passenger and total per all these passengers, just one. Then we have a fare calculation line for the first flight segment Tbilisi Moscow. You can see here euro, you can see here lari, and between lari and euro, and between euro and NUK. Then fare code, it's HY, because we price just one flight segment, the first one, and then info about taxes. Also, we can add passenger and flight segment in TMR function. TMR, passenger number 1, asterisk, flight segment number 1. We got the same information but different image. So it was for pricing. Then let's check how to add form of payment. For cash, we don't add form of payment in PNI. It will be add automatically. Well, for example, if it's invoice, function for adding form of payment is PF, payment form. I can add passenger number, and I can add flight segment number in this entry. Let's add this form of payment to the first passenger for both flights. Then double slash. Between these two, we can add amount. If I don't add amount in this place, it means that total price of ticket or this first passenger will be paid by this form of payment. Code of form of payment, codes are the same like in other reservation systems. So IN is for invoice, then for example CC for credit card. How to add invoice? Code, then space, then financial document data. For example, number of the invoice number, or name of company who paid for this ticket. So company name. Let me repeat. So PF, form of payment. 1, the first passenger. Double slash mean that this form of payment will be applied for all ticket of this passenger. Then code of form of payment its invoice, and financial document data. System show me that by invoice amount will be this amount, financial document data, system repeat from my entry. This amount paid in lari. Passenger type is adult. There is 2 flight segments. System explain me that for fare on both flights, for tax on both flights, amount per each item, and form of payment per each item. When I will check pricing for this first passenger, TMR entry, system will show me form of payment. So form of payment is T. Let me ignore this modification. In this entry, I can add amount. For example, passenger pay 500 lari by invoice, and then other amount by cash. Combination of form of payments. So that amount between these 2 slashes. My local currency is lari, so it's not necessary to add this currency code in amount. If I add amount in another currency, I should add currency code after amount. So for example, 100 of euro. It has dot and currency code. System recalculate, system change from euro to my local currency, and then show me that in cash it will be one amount, in invoice it will be 100 euro, or this amount is my local currency, it's lari. So system calculate amount in local currency using today exchange rate. Well, then system use this amount for system use this form of payment for pay for fare. It's not enough this amount for pay for total fare, so it's combination invoice and cash. Well, let's ignore. I use hotkey for invoice and reopen PNR, and let's add another amount in this entry. I can tell system that I want pay for fare only by this payment. So T mean fare tariff. System add invoice to fare on the first flight and the second flight. All taxes are paid by cash. So it will to use this form of payment for total ticket. Just not type any info between 2 slashes. Or you can add amount in this on this place, or you can add T like tariff, like fare, for applying form of payment only for fare. It's up to you. So let's add form of payment for total ticket for the first passenger. Then let's save modification. How to issue ticket. Function for issue ticket is pt print ticket. This function I can add passenger number, and or I can add flight segment number, asterisk, and flight segment number. Now I can issue ticket just for second and for the third passenger, because there is no passenger ID in the first line. If I'll try to issue ticket for the first passenger, system will tell me ID not found. As I start, so let me issue ticketing for the first passenger. Let's issue ticket for the second and for the third passenger. Function will be pt passenger number 2, passenger number 3. If I issue ticket for all passengers, I use pt entry only without passenger number. But now let's issue ticket for these two passengers. If you didn't add mail in PNR, you can add mail in this end, pt, then maybe passenger number, then slash and mail. And itinerary receipt ticket will send to this mail. So it's up to you, add mail in PNR or add mail in ticketing entry. Starts issuing ticket. On the first page, a system tell you what type of ticket you use. It's ETM, e-ticket. I want to remember you then that when you sign in for the first time in terminal, just for the first time, you tell system what type of ticket you use. Function is change ticket / type of ticket, it's ETM. And then system will use e-ticket for ticketing. The same is for AMD. When you issue AMD, when you sign in for the first time terminal, you tell system that CHM, it's like change MCO. You tell system what type of document, electronic document, you use for penalties and for ancillary services. When you use this function, then for penalties and ancillary services, you will use AMD. You do it just once when you sign in terminal for the first time. Well, now I started to issue ticket. System tell me type of ticket and type in my terminal. System tell me if everything is okay, click forward button, F9, go to the next page. When you start issue ticket or when you start to do something with ticket, you should, it's specific order of steps for when you use ticket. System on each page tell you what you do for going to the next step. So it's not possible, for example, to do something else, for example, to open the availability screen or return to PNR when you start to issue ticket. If you want to stop issuing, you can use ignore entry, I or IR, if you want to. So it's two-way. When you start ticketing, you listen system tell you what to do for going to the next page, or you ignore ticketing if you want to stop it. So system tell me go forward to the next page, it's F9 button. System tell me that ticket server of airline confirmed my request. Ticket is created already in ticket server of airline. Then system tell me press forward, so F9 button, let's go to the next page. System show me the first ticket. In this ticket I can see info about agency and airline. Then you can see info about, date of issue, ticket office and PNR number in reservation system, PNR number in host of airline, passenger name, passenger ID, ticket number. Then info about first flight, second flight, arrival time, airport and airports and terminal in each airport. Then info about info in entry and restriction block, form of payment, default is cash, fare level in public currency, fare level in local currency, info about taxes, and total amount in this first ticket. Then ticket number, and on this line the same ticket number. Then system tell me, but it means that there is some information on the next page. Next ticket number is then, as you see, but you go to F9 button and go to the next page. System show me the second ticket for infant. In this specific case, you can see, for example, for this infant, no seats because it's without seat passenger. Then, system tell me, don't forget to complete transaction. Each operation with ticket should be end with end or end and retrieve function. Now I want to end and retrieve because I want to do something with the first passenger. So each operation with ticket should be end with end or end and retrieve function. If I, for example, if I don't end this operation, and if, for example, I want to reopen PNR without ending, system will tell me request out of sequence. It's a specific order of entries when you work with ticket. So now on this step, I should do just one action, end and retrieve, or just end. Well, ticket is issued. What change? How PNR was changed? System add new in PNR. As ticket is issued today, it's possible to void it. This line means that I can void this function for voiding. I can void these tickets from this PNR till the end of this day. So system tell me what's entry for voiding. But I didn't issue ticket for one passenger. Because of this, I see time limit in PNR. If not all tickets issued in PNR, time limit will remain in PNR. How to check tickets number and who of these passengers are ticketed? Entry is asterisk S. You can see that second and third passenger are with tickets, the first one without ticket. You can open ticket image. If you have a ticket number, you can open ticket image. Function is et hashtag ticket number. So when you will work in our terminal, don't forget about page up and page down button. In this case, when you put these signs, your mouse could be in any place in screen. Just click on enter, and system understand where to start reading of my entry and where to end reading of my entry. Well, one ticket image. On this page, you can see info about when this ticket was issued, reservation system. It could be 1H is for Sirena, 1A for Amadeus, for example, and so on. City of my terminal, PNR number in my reservation system, and PNR number in airline host. Agency code, city ticket office. Now it's different, but well, okay. Well, agent and operator ID, my terminal ID, and my ticket office. Then passenger name, ticket number, info about flights. Well, flight coupon status is all open for use. If I void this ticket, it will be changed to be void, if refund to R, and if for exchange, and so on. Info about baggage allowance, one number of seat, then restriction line, passenger ID, fare calculation line, base fare in public currency and fare in local currency, taxes line, total amount for this ticket, info about form of payment. The second ticket info will be the same. Difference is infant, so no seats you will see here. Well, the second. What about the first passenger? Before ticketing, we should add passenger data in passenger line. We should add form of date of birthday and info about document. How to add date of birthday. Function for name modification is the same like name adding, it's minus. Then line number, then quotation mark. So system understands that I work with names with the first name, and I want to change something with name. Then date of birthday. In full line, date of birthday is next to name. So let's add 20th of February, for example, 1990. Well, I add date of birthday to the passenger. Here's it. Okay, just a minute. Let me change. Let me remove. I will explain its function later. Okay, date of birthday. So I added. The second step, let's add. I want to use this one. Let's add passenger ID. It will be the same. Minus passenger line, quotation mark, slash, and info about passenger ID. I can add passenger ID like this using minus, or I can add passenger ID using add document. It's up to you what entry use. So I add passenger ID, status of PNR is not saved. Let's save modification. Then I want to add form of payment. I cancelled it before, form of payment, and I want to add a combination of form of payments, invoice for fare and cash for taxes. So I will add T in the line, so system understands that just fare will be paid by invoice. invoice for fare, cash for taxes. Then save modification, then issue ticket. It's issuing after pricing. Function is PT, then uh, passenger number. Well, it's possible to open ticketing mask for any modification. It's possible to do it. Well, PT, it's after ticketing. You can add M like mask for open mask and to make any modification in ticketing. Function is PTM, M mask or M for manual. Then if it's necessary, we add passenger number. First reply of system is the same, info about ticket type, then forward, so go F9 to the next page. System open me mask. Let me ignore it. When I use PT function, system issue ticket and that's all. So if I use PT, just PT, and then click of F9, next reply of system will be that ticket server of airline confirmed my request. So it means that ticket is created on airline side, then I will click on F9 again to show this ticket in reservation system. If I use PTM, system show me the price, the same pricing, in mask of ticketing. So if you want to change something during ticketing, you can use PTM entry. Well, F9, let's go to the next page. System show me mask, the name of this mask, ticketing. This mask for the first passenger and for first client. System show me fare code and fare amount in NUC because it's international flight. System show me baggage allowance. It's possible to add, for example, IT here. It's possible to add discount percent, for example, 10% discount. And system will calculate everything. It's possible to change taxes. Then what else? It's possible to add some information in endorsement restriction and in tour code. It's not possible to change form of payment because for changing form of payment we use another function. The system show me input. Input means entry. So yeah, I use entry for save modification in this mask. Then system tell me that information inputted, click part. It will be F9 again. System show me the second screen. It's engine number 1, segment number 2. I can do modification here if I need. Then input for saving modification and then you see part. So let's go to F9 button. Then go to the screen on system ask me to confirm that all modifications on the previous pages are correct. When I click on input on enter button, I tell system that I'm in this modification, that everything is correct. On this page, it's possible to save modification. It's like manual pricing. It's possible to save modification of previous page, open PNR and set form of payment. System tell you that save for form of payment setting. I can save my modification of ticketing in previous page. Adding SV code in this place. System tell you what to add in this place. If I add SV, then click on Enter button, this one. System save my modification, save a pricing, modified pricing, open PNR for adding form of payment. Well, if you don't want to save, if you want to issue ticket, don't type on here anything, just on Enter button, it will be this one, and system show us pricing of this passenger. It's not ticket, it's price for future ticket. Then for this passenger, I added form of payment. For fare, it will be its invoice. For taxes, it's cash. So you can see that cash, and amount for invoice. Then you can see what. So part what, F9. Let's go to the next page. Again part, so F9 again. On this step, I can go for click F9 button, or I can ignore. If I go forward, ticket will be created on airline site at first, and then will be shown in terminal. If I want to stop ticketing, I can use ignore function I or AR on this page and to stop ticketing. It's up to you. Of course, I want to issue ticket. A system reply tell me that ticket service airline confirmed my request. Go forward, so go F9 again, and ticket system show me ticket. You can see ticket. You can see info about itinerary, info about flight, and info about fare, taxes, and total amount in this ticket. Then system tell me don't forget to complete transaction, because each operation ticket should be end with end or end and retrieve. Well, tickets are issued in this PNR. There's no info about time limit because all tickets are issued. Asterisk S function. Let's see. Let's check list of tickets. Well, it was tickets. I want to create another PNR, and I want to show you manual pricing for ticketing. It was after price. System, I use TM for pricing. Well, I check price, then I use PT function, and ticket was issued after pricing. How to add manual price in PNR? Let me create. Well, PNR is created. How to add manual price in PNR? TM is after pricing. Double T, TT is manual pricing. In this way, we can add passenger number and flight segment number if we need. Then 3 slashes. Between these 3 slashes, after the first slash, we can add passenger type code. For example, if there is infant in PNI, the same passenger type code should be after the first slash in manual pricing. If it's adult, just leave it's empty. Second slash. After second slash, we can add discount. For example, 10% discount should be applied to my base fare. If no discount, leave it empty and add the third slash. After the third slash, let me check. Okay. After the third slash, you can add amount, fair amount. For example, 100 euro, for example. Then its amount and currency fair amount. Fourth slash, fair basic code. For example, Y one way. It's absolutely manual pricing, amount and fair code. That's all. System add this amount, where is it? It's 100 euro. It's calculated in local currency. Then system adds my manual fair code. All taxes was added automatically. Let's ignore this modification. Let's repeat this entry. It's possible to use after pricing in this entry. For example, I want to apply 10% discount to after pricing. So I add discount after second slash and after third slash. I don't add amount. I add info about after fair. Then I don't add fair code. I add asterisk. System understands that it's after pricing. System understands that after fair code should be applied, and system understands that it should be 10% discount to this after price. Let's price before. Well, it's 420 euro. It's base fare. Then when I use manual pricing, but I add only discount with after pricing, system calculates this fare with discount. So it's possible to add in PNR. So TM or TMR, it's up to you, or TML or something else, it's after pricing. TT with amount, it's pricing. But if you use manual pricing, information about the type of price will be in history of PNI. So it's possible to check if ticket was issued under after pricing or under manual pricing. Let me repeat this entry. Let me show you it. You can see the type of pricing is manual. Well, it's I think it's enough for ticketing. Let me open my this one. Not this one. Well, now I open PNA with tickets. There is no time limit, and these tickets, it's possible to void this ticket. So we have a sign about voiding line in none. How to void? Okay. How to void? If you want to do something with ticket, at first you should open PNR. So at first, open PNR. It's not possible to void a refund or exchange ticket without open PNR should be active. Then how to void ticket? function, system tell you the function for voiding, it's UN. So UN is a function for voiding. In this entry, we can add passenger line number and we can add flight segment number if we need. Let's void the ticket for the first passenger. This function, UN and passenger number, will cancel ticket and cancel passenger seat. If we use this function, when I use it, this passenger will be removed from PNR, ticket will be void. Let's check. I use the function, system tell me that everything is okay with voiding, and as I work with ticket, I should add my operation with end or end and retrieve function. Now you can see there's no this passenger in PNR. There is no seats of this passenger in PNR. What about his ticket? Well, I can find passenger ticket number in history of PNR only. History we will discuss history later, maybe tomorrow. I think this one. Yes. Well, ticket, you can see flight coupon status of ticket B for void. So function UN we use for void ticket and cancel passenger seat. If we want to void ticket without seat cancellation, we add slash minus to this entry. So UN cancel and seat, UN slash minus cancel ticket without seat cancellation. Let's void ticket for this is the first passenger now. For this first passenger, function will be UN passenger line slash minus. Ticket will be void. Seat will remain in PNR. Reply is ticket refund. Void is like refund without any penalties. So ticket is cancelled. It's okay. Then system tell me that the price saved in PNR. Then my next step is end and retrieve entry only, not other step, just end and retrieve. And system tell me if I want to delete saved pricing, I should use this function. So if you forget something, what to do after voiding with voiding ticket without seat cancellation, system tell you what you should do. You should end your save your modification. It will be end and retrieve entry. And if you need, you can delete saved pricing PNR. So my next entry, system told me that my next entry is ER. Only this entry is allowed now. Well, passenger remain in PNR. Seat is saved. Time limit is returned to PNR because not all tickets are issued in this PNR. Let's check asterisk S list of tickets. You can see that just one ticket is in PNR. This passenger is without ticket. Well, system told me that if I want to cancel pricing, I can use this function. For what, for example? Why I should cancel pricing? Let's, you see that this passenger without ticket, it's the seat of this passenger. Let's try to cancel this flight. Cancel flight, if you remember, function for cancel flight is x and line number. First flight. System tell me passenger have tickets, but we know that there is tickets to this passenger. Why system tell me that passenger have tickets? When I issue ticket, system PNA save pricing and then issue ticket. I cancel ticket for this passenger, but PNA is saved. It's the same like passenger have ticket for system. System tell me we can't. It's not possible to remove from PN. Sorry, it's not possible to remove fly segment from PNA because of saved pricing. So if I want now in this case, if I, for example, I want to cancel seats, I can change segment status from HK to XX only. For example, if passenger not sure that he will fly today and we need no show for this flight. Well, so if passenger has ticket, or if price is saved in PNA, it's not possible to fly segment from PNA, but we can change HK for XX if we need. The function will be X and flight segment status is changed. Let's ignore this modification. Well, let's return to function cancel saved pricing. Cancel saved pricing is CP, cancel price. It's possible to add passenger line and flight segment line in this entry. It will be passenger number 1. If I use this function, system will cancel saved price and system will cancel this passenger seat. If I want to cancel saved price without seat cancellation, it will be the same like in at avoiding. I should add slash minus. So function cp slash minus, it means that I want to cancel saved price, cancel pricing without seat cancellation. System tell me that pricing is deleted from PNA, and this should be end with end or end and retrieve function. It's the same like if we work with ticket. Now if we want to remove this, okay, me put ticket for the second passenger first. And cancel the second passenger. Well, now if I want, I can delete flight segment from, for example, the second one. Passengers fly just for one way from Tbilisi to Moscow. Function will be X. I work with flight segment and line number. Well, system one segment and this flight segment, the first one, remain in PNA. Save modification. Well, let me, for easiest ticketing, I want to remove the second passenger from PNA. Entry is minus passenger line question mark asterisk. This entry for for removing passenger from PNR. Passenger is without ticket. Well, so we discuss ticketing and we discuss voiding. Voiding maybe cancellation of pricing if you need. Next entry is for refund. Let's issue ticket again for the first passenger. This one passenger. Function is PT. Just click twice on F9 button. System issue ticket already. You can see ticket on the screen. And system tell me don't forget to end transaction with end or retrieve or end and retrieve. Ticket is well. Refund. Refund. Function for refund is RF. RF for refund. PNR should be active. So at first we open PNR and then we can refund. It's not possible to refund ticket without opening PNR. Function for RF. It's possible to add passenger number or flight segment number in this entry. Passenger or flight. It's not possible, it's not allowed to add passenger and line number. Passenger only or, well, it's not possible to add passenger and flight segment in this entry. Passenger only or flight segment only. If I use this function, system will refund ticket and system will cancel seats automatically. If I want to refund ticket without seat cancellation, I add slash minus to this entry. So slash minus will be, you can add slash minus to voiding function, UN with cancellation seats, or UN slash minus without cancellation seats. You can add slash minus to cancel pricing function CP, cancel pricing and cancel seat, and CP slash minus cancel pricing without seat cancellation. The same for refund. RF refund and seat cancellation. It's better. It's easy. It's just one entry for cancel refund ticket and to cancel seats. If you want to save seats in PNR, add slash minus in this function. But before refund, I want to ask system pricing for refund. Entry is, well, you know, entry for pricing is TM or TML or TMR. TMR. Let's use TM. Then slash RF. I ask system how it price refund. I check refund slash RF. System show me that for refund, fare for refund, this amount fare refund, this amount of all taxes for refund, and this amount how much I shall give to the passenger. Well, system checked fair use. If it can, it add info about penalty in this pricing. If not, so it will not add penalty in this pricing. But before refund, we should check fair use of the fare in the ticket. Well, ticket was issued somewhere, for example, a month ago. So we should check fair use that was valid in the day when the ticket was issued. How to get this fair use? Two ways. The first way, we can open fair display. Here it's fair display, then city pair. We can add in this entry departure day and selling day. For example, departure day was 20th of November. It will be 20, 11, 21st. Selling day was 10th of November. So 10, 11 is November, 21st is the year. So these 6 figures is departure day. These 6 figures is selling day. Then minus and airline code. Well, it's possible to add asterisk and RBD. Then it's possible plus add type of fare. One way it will be T, or round trip it will be X. The system show me fare that valid for departure on 20th of November and for selling day 10th of November. When I open fare rules from this list TP and line number, I will get fare use that was valid on this day for this departing day. It's one way how to get fair use, historical fair use. Another way, it's easy. Open pen. Ticket is issued already, and pricing is saved in this pen. So I can ask system saved pricing TM or TMR slash S. S mean sold. So as ticket is issued already, system will show me pricing at the moment of ticketing. TM slash S, S means sold, or TMR slash S. System show me pricing that pricing of my ticket. For example, ticket was issued on previous month, and system show me ticketing from the ticket, and from this display I can go to fair use screen. These fair use are valid for ticketing, for example, last month, maybe 10th of November. So system, it's a more easy way to get historical history fair use, history pricing and history fair use. Open PNR, then open history pricing, TM or TMR slash S means sold. We got history pricing from ticket, and then from this display we can go to fair use. Well, I want to check penalty for refund. So TP, then line number is here. Where is it? This one, line number. And for penalties, I choose 16th category, TP1/16. Then go to the next page, penalties. We talk about refund. So let's go to refund. Where is it? Okay, refund is not permitted. So, but system price refund for me. System calculate refund. TM/RF. System calculate refund. If system calculation, system pricing, refund pricing, and if I don't allow, I don't agree with this refund pricing, I can change it. How to do it? Function for refund is rf, but I can open manual refund, just add m in this function. RFM, then if I need, I can add a passenger number or refund for all passengers. And if I want, I can save seats in PNR, just adding slash minus in this entry. So RF is entry for refund for after pricing. Refund after pricing with cancellation of seats. Voluntary refund. Then RFM, manual refund. Uh, in this case, I can change something in refund pricing. Well, it's manual refund with seats cancellations. Voluntary refund. If I need, I can add slash minus for save seats in PNR. For involuntary refund, function will be after refund RFI, I for involuntary, and manual refund, it will be RFM manual, I involuntary. Also, it's possible you can add slash minus for save seats in PNI in this or this entry. Well, now I want to use manual refund. RF for refund, M for manual. It's a voluntary refund. It's refund is not permitted. I see in fair use that refund is not permitted, but maybe okay, just a minute. Taxes are refundable, so I want to do a refund, zero refund for fare, and tax refund only tax amount. Okay, no info about taxes. Okay, YQYR not refunded. Refund of unused airport taxes permitted. So let's do manual refund with seat cancellation. It's voluntary manual refund for one passenger or for all passengers in PNR. On the next page, system tell me about info about ticket type and AMD type. Then click on the F9 button, go to the next page. System show me a mask of refund. You can see the name of mask refund. Type of refund is voluntary because I didn't add involuntary mark in my entry. Passenger number 1, segment number 1. System show me a refund for the first for the fare return for the first flight segment. Well, it's 0. So let's type 0 in this line. Penalty, no penalty, just fare amount is non-refundable. Taxes are refundable. Minus mean refund, plus mean additional payment. System showing me all taxes that are refundable. If everything is okay, I leave this information without any changes. So I changed just fare line. Then for save this modification, I use enter, click enter button. Then system tell me go to the next page, F9. Then it's manual operation. System asks me to confirm that I'm sure that all modifications are correct. And when I click on enter button, I confirm this modification. Enter. System tell me info about refund. Refund is voluntary. Pricing is manual because I changed something in fare line. System tell me info about how this ticket was paid, fare amount, tax amount. System tell me info about refunded amount. Fare amount is 0. Tax amount, you can see here tax amount. System tell me info about penalty. There was no penalty in my mask, so penalty block was empty. Total refund. Ticket was paid by cash, refund is by cash also. Then part what, so go to the next page. On this step I can go forward, click on F9 button and finish this operation. Or on this step I can ignore this operation. On the next page it will not possible to ignore operation. This is the last page when I ignore refund. Or I go to forward to the next page. On this step I use, system ask me how I want to see info about refund. System can show me on the next page info about refund in Russian or in English. System can print this information or show me this information without printing. I use, and system tell me, so use F9 or F8 button for Russian language, and next day it's F6 button, or previous day is F5 button for English language. On this step I use F5 button, this one. So I ask system show me info about refund in English without printing. So it's up to you what button you will use on this page. Oh, sorry, this one. Well, system tell me info about refund. Refund is voluntary. The day of refund is today. Info about agency and operator who does this refund. Ticket number, wrote in this ticket how much refund in fare, it's 0. How much refund per all taxes, one tax, another tax. If there are any additional charge, no charges. So this part is info about who and how did do this refund. The next part is info about who issued this ticket, agency code, and info about pricing of this ticket, fare amount, taxes amount, and total in ticket, and itinerary in this ticket. Then system tell me press forward. So when you work with ticket, issue, exchange or refund or void, system tell you what is next button for clicking. So F9 button. System show me, well, it will be in English on your step, on your side. System show me refund, ticket refund notice is the name of document. System tell me PNR number, name of passenger, passenger ID, then amount for refund in letters and in figures. Refund is voluntary, itinerary in ticket, then info about how this ticket was paid, amount of pricing. Okay, it's just a minute, sorry. Оля, у меня вебинар сейчас. Напиши тогда, если чего. Ага. Да, давай. Спасибо. Well, then info about refunded amount, then info about penalty and how much and form of payment will be refunded to the ticket. And as each operation should be with ticket should be end with end or end and retrieve entry, system tell me don't forget to complete transaction. So my last function for refund is E or ER. ticket is refunded. There is no info about flight segment. Seats were cancelled automatically. Now, well, we finish work with this PNR. It's not necessary to cancel this PNR. PNR is cancelled already because there is no flight in this PNR. Well, it was info about refund. It's very simple and simple function. Well, I won't repeat. Function is RF for after refund for all passengers in PNR, for all flight segments in PNR. Well, we can refund just one passenger. Well, part of passenger in PNR. It's not necessary to split passenger from PNR. Just choose passengers, and a ticket of this passenger will be refunded, and seats of this passenger will be cancelled. Well, also you can add flight segment number in this PNR in this entry. For example, passenger has two flight segment in ticket. The first flight segment is flown already, so we must add flight segment number in this entry to do a refund on the second not used second flight segment. So RF function for after refund with this cancellation, RFM manual refund, voluntary refund, seat cancellation, RFMI involuntary manual refund with seat cancellation, and RFI after refund involuntary with seat cancellation. If we want to save seats in PNR, just add /- to each this entry. And don't forget to end operation with ticket with end or end and retrieve. Well, before a refund, it will be good to check history pricing and to go to fair use to 16 category to check penalties. And then it will be good to check price for refund pricing, TM or TMR/RF. And then after this pricing, you can choose which function after price or after refund or manual refund use for refund. So refund steps for refund: open PNR, check history pricing and check fair use, then check refund pricing. It's optional entries. It's not mandatory options. It's options. It's optional entries. And after this, you use some of this entry for refund, and then you finish refund with E or E and R function. Well, let me add ticket in this PNR. Well, let's add itinerary at first. Because next function will be exchange. Tomorrow we repeat everything. Well, I want to issue ticket for this passenger and then show you how to do exchange. Well, at first, before any modification in ticket. Of course, we should do? We should check history pricing, and we should check penalties. Then after this, we should add new flight segment in PNR. We don't cancel flight segment, original flight segment, because after exchange, system will delete old flight segments from PNR automatically. First exchange, no exchange, revalidation. First operation will be revalidation. At first, let's add new flight segment in PNR. So you know function how to add new flight segment. At first, let's open availability. It will be Tbilisi Moscow, and for example, passenger want to change for 21st of December. Okay. Just a minute. I want to. Okay, this one. It will be 19th of December. I want to choose this flight. How to book? To know this function, 0, then line number, then RBD will be H. Then how many seats? And then, well, when we do exchange or revalidation, we add new flight segment in PNR, and we don't delete original flight segment from PNR. So now two flight segments, similar flight segments, will be in PNR for 20th of December and for 19th of December. These two flight segments should be, the new one should be on the first line, the original one should be on the second line. It's mandatory. Two similar flight segments should be together, new one above old one. So I can to add after slash line number in PNR. Number 1, and this flight segment will be on the first line, and the same old flight segment will be on the second line. Well, let's do it. So you can see first new flight segment, it's without HK yet. Well, it's on the first line because I tell system /1 put this flight segment on the first line in PNR. The same old flight segment, the same itinerary, the old day, is on the second line. On this step, PNR not ready for exchange or for revalidation because we need HK. But on this step, we can calculate exchange or revalidation. Function for pricing will be TM or TMR, is up to you. Function for revalidate is 7O. Function for exchange is EX. For 7O is for revalidation, just change data in ticket without change ticket, it will be the same ticket. Well, and EX like exchange for exchange from one to another ticket. But we have in PNR two old flight segment and one new flight segment. We should, in both these two entries, we should tell system new flight segment line number. It's number 1 in exchange or in revalidation entry. So in this case, system will calculate revalidation. Of course, it's without any additional amount. In this case, system will calculate exchange. Well, at first, let's try calculate revalidation. Function for revalidation is 7O. Okay, just a minute, what happened? Okay. We can add just exchange function in this entry. Let's calculate exchange. Well, for exchange system, well, I prefer this one. EM/EX for exchange, asterisk, and new flight segment number. Well, system tell me pricing for exchange. How much should pay passenger for fare? It's old fare and new fare are similar, so amount is similar, so no any additional collection in fare. In taxes, there is some additional collection in taxes, and passenger should pay for exchange this amount. This one passenger and total for all passenger in PNR. How system calculate this exchange pricing? Well, you can see fare calculation line for the first flight segment. Minus this amount system takes from original ticket. Let's check TM/S. It's a function for history pricing of sold ticket. You can see amount on the just second and third flight segments was sold. Well, you can see that this fare amount on the first flight segment and this fare amount on the second flight segment, and then info about taxes. Then let's open exchange pricing. System tell me that it took this amount for the first flight segment, this amount from the first flight coupon in ticket from the first flight segment minus in this amount. It's the same amount that was in original ticket. Then system show me amount in the new ticket. It's equal, so no additional collection for the first flight segment. Second flight segment. So in PNR it's on the third line. The same. This amount system takes from the original ticket, and this amount should be on the new ticket. It's equal, no additional collection. Then then taxes block. System show me it's checked fare rules. System took penalty from fare use. It's €50 or this amount in my local currency. So in case of exchange, system calculate penalty for exchange automatically. But before exchange pricing, I checked fare use from original ticket and I checked penalty. I agree with this amount. Then part, so we can go to the next page. Next part is info about taxes on the first flight segment and on the second flight segment. With minus, well, we see tax amount that we take from original ticket. Without minus, this amount should be on the new ticket. Then system calculate difference and show it on the previous page and show it in tax block. Well, all taxes are refundable, so we take taxes from original ticket and put it on new ticket, and just cancellation penalty amount shown in tax block. So in this case, system check fare in original ticket. System check fare use, check penalty, and show this penalty in pricing. In this case, I can do exchange automatically with after pricing. But you can see this alert that can't ticketing. Why? Let's open PNR. I add new flight segment in PNR, but I haven't saved my modification, and I don't have HK status on new flight segment. So it's not possible to do exchange while we have HS, half sold status. We need HK in new flight segment. How to get HK? Just save modification in PNR. Entry will be end and retrieve. But I can't save this modification right now because I have two similar flight segments. They go system not understand how passenger arrive to Vnukovo and depart from Tbilisi. No connection. And if as I tried to save this modification, system tell me that second flight segment doesn't connect with previous one by departure point. Let's open PNI again. In this case, I can do, what can I do? I can add unknown arrival segment between these two similar flight segments, or I can cancel this original flight segment. I can change HK to X6. Of course, it's more easy to change HK to X6. Just choose X6, use X6 and line all this flight segment for changing. Or if you don't want to cancel flight before exchange, you can add unknown arrival flight segment. Function is 0 for add flight segment in PNR. This code for unknown arrival, and then let's put this unknown arrival segment on the proper line in PNR between first and second flight segment. To put it between these two similar flight segments, I do it only for saving modification in PNR, and I want to get HK status for new flight segment. So it's up to you how to check HK. Add iron car between these two flight segments, or change HK to X6 on the original flight segment. I prefer this one. System added iron car unknown arrival between two similar flight segments. Then I should save modification because I need HK status for the new flight segment. HK, I got it. And now I can delete this unknown arrival segment from PNR because I need it only for HK, for getting HK. X2, delete this unknown arrival flight segment from PNR. Now PNR is ready for exchange. We have a new flight segment. We have original flight segment. It will be deleted from PNR after exchange. And this flight segment not change. It will this day will be remain in new ticket. Now I can also price exchange TM or TMR slash EX like exchange and new flight segment number. System show me image of new flight. This is new day. System show me that there is no additional collection in ticket. Form of payment of this new ticket will be DE document exchange. And system show me penalty. Penalty now, we will issue penalty on AMD. So penalty is not in ticket. It will be issued in another document. Type of pricing is after pricing and exchange is voluntary. Let's do exchange. Function is EX asterisk and new flight segment number. If I use after pricing, I use this function. It's voluntary after exchange. If I want to change something in exchange, I can use mask and then new flight segment number. It will be a voluntary exchange with mask, and I can modify this mask. For involuntary exchange, I add I involuntary to this entry. For involuntary after exchange, it will be EXI. For involuntary manual exchange, it will be EXMI. So let's do exchange. Exchange with after pricing. Function is EX asterisk new flight segment number. System tell me info about my ticket type, then tell me click forward, so F9. Then system show me info about pricing of exchange. It's after pricing without any modification. Exchange is voluntary. System show me image of future ticket, dates, a fare calculation line of all taxes. Well, taxes was paid in the original ticket. So each taxes mark like PD paid. Each taxes is paid already. So no additional collection in fare, no additional collection in taxes. So no any additional collection in ticket. But we have penalty. Then there is PAT on the bottom of the screen. So go to the next page, F9. Then again F9. And well, system tells me on this step I can go forward and continue exchange. On this step I can go to I can use F6 button, go forward by date, this one button. If I want to change something in pricing of exchange, I can go to mask right now. If I go forward, it's not possible to stop exchange after this page. If I want to stop exchange, I can use ignore function, I or IR. So it's up to you. Go forward to continue exchange. Go forward by date, it's F6 button, to open mask for any changes in pricing, or stop exchange by ignore price. Let's go forward. System asks me how to show me info about exchange. I repeat that I use F9, F5 button on this step, on this stage. System tell me that exchange is voluntary today. Then info about agency, ticket office, and operator. Then system show me old ticket number and itinerary in this ticket. System show me penalty information. It's in euro, in local currency. Then system tell me new ticket number and additional collection amount in this ticket. As penalty will be issued on AMD, so there is no additional collection in ticket. Then system tell me go forward, go F9. System show me new ticket. This is new ticket number. This is new itinerary. This flight is new one. Then info about form of payment, info about fare, basic fare, basic fare in euro. Then equivalent in lari. There is no additional collection in fare, so there is no amount in equivalent line. Then line of taxes. All taxes are paid. There is no additional collection for taxes. And then nor any additional collection for tickets. Then system tell me don't forget to complete transaction. So each operation with ticket should be end with end or end and retrieve entry. As there is a penalty for exchange, and as this penalty will be issued on AMD, system tell me I haven't not printed AMD on cancel fee or cancel charge. How to issue AMD for penalty? Function for issuing AMD for penalty is AMD/CP. CP in this case is cancellation penalty. So I issue AMD for all passenger in this PNR. AMD/CP. System tell me AMD process for issuing. Well, I start process for issue. I start issuing of AMD. System tell me click on F9 button. This is AMD image. The name of passenger. Well, agency data, ticket office and operator ID, passenger ID, what else? Airline, AMD number, then ticket number, new ticket number. Then info about service in this AMD. This AMD, D for reason for issue code. We will talk about it tomorrow when we will issue additional services. Well, D is financial impact and service, name of service, reservation, change fee. Then amount of this fee in figure in letter in euro. Then rate between euro and exchange rate between euro and lari, amount in lari, form of payment is cash. All AMD are printed. System tell me list forward F9 button to open PNR. Well, after exchange, exchanged flight segment was deleted from PNR automatically. Now we have a new flight segment, new itinerary. As there was penalty and penalty was issued on AMD, info about AMD is shown in PNR. This is AMD number. Let's check info about ticket. Asterisk S, I open list of tickets in this PNR. Function for check ticket is ET, hashtag and ticket number. Well, you see this ticket number, new ticket. We have information then that this ticket is issued in exchange of this one. Flight coupon statuses of new ticket is all open for use. Let's open exchange ticket. Well, this ticket was changed. You can see flight coupon status is e-exchange. So we can, it's not possible to do something else with this ticket. It's exchange. It's finished status of flight coupons. Well, let's do what else? Let's do revalidation. Step for revalidation are the same like for exchange. At first, I should add a new flight in PNI, and then I can do revalidation. Let's change the second day. So at first, let's open availability. It's from vnukovo to Tbilisi. It will be 27 of December. It will be minus A9 Georgian Airways. Let's book 0 for booking. Line number 1. H is RBD, one seat, slash. What I should type after slash? This flight segment that will be changed. This flight segment is on the second line. I should put new flight segment above this flight segment. So new flight segment will be on the second line, and the same old flight segment will go to the third line. So now I should add H1 slash number 2. It's the second line. It will be the second line in PNA. If I forget to do it, system will put new flight on the last line in PNA. This line. It's not good for exchange. For exchange, new flight segment should be above the same old flight segment. In this case, what can I do? I can change order of flight segments. Function is 0m, m for modification, 0 for work with flight segments. And I want to change second and third flight segments order. So I tell system 0m flight segment order modification /2 /3. I change order two of these flight segments, both of these two flight segments. Now, new one is above the old one. Then I need HK. I can add unknown arrival flight segment between these two similar segments, or I can cancel the old flight segment, change HK to XX. It will be XX number 3. 3 is line number. Now I can save my modification without unknown arrival segment in PNA. Well, now PNA is ready for exchange and PNA is ready for revalidation. Function for revalidation 70 asterisk and new flight segment number. Logic is the same like for exchange. Function asterisk and new flight segment number. System revalidate ticket already. System show me that in ticket we have 27th of December, old date was 30th of December, and as we work with ticket, we should end and retrieve this operation. There's old flight segment delete from PNI, so we have just new return flight segment in PNI. If we open list of tickets, asterisk S, and then open ticket image, ticket number not changed, it's the same. Just the day was changed in the ticket. So it was revalidation. So if passenger wants to change something in his ticket, two ways: use revalidation function or use exchange function. For revalidation, if passenger change 2 days in ticket, at first we change 1 day, then another day. If passenger won't change 2 days in ticket and we can use revalidation, we revalidate one flight segment and then another flight segment. If passenger want to change 2 date in ticket and we do exchange, we add 2 new flight segment in PNA and add 2 new flight segment in exchange entry. So I repeat, we can exchange few days in ticket, few flight segments. For revalidation, we can revalidate just one day. So if passenger want to change 2 days, we do revalidation twice, for the first flight segment and then for the second flight segment. Well, before revalidation and before exchange, at first we should add new flight segment in PNR, so we should open availability. We shall book new flight, and we shall add new flight segment on the proper line in PNR. Then we shall save our modification, but before saving, what we can do? We can add unknown arrival segment in PNR, or we can cancel seats of old flight segment. It's up to you what to use, this option or this option. Then save modification. If we add unknown arrival flight segment in PNR, we shall delete it from PNR, for example, X number 2. If we change HK to X6 for old flight segment, we do nothing after end and retrieve. We just do this function 70 for revalidation and EX for exchange. Well, it was for exchange. What else? What I want to tell about exchange? It's possible to add form of payment for exchange. Let me add new flight segment again in this PNR. Well, let's do like this. I'll took another RBD. So I want to do exchange with additional collection. Well, and I want to put this new flight segment on the first line in PNR. Well, this is new flight. Let's check pricing. So the function will be tm/ex asterisk 1 new flight segment line. System show me additional collection for fare, and system show me there is penalty. For example, passenger, well, default form of payment is cash. So if I issue ticket without adding form of payment for exchange, it will be cash for additional collection. But for example, a passenger will pay this amount, additional amount, by invoice. How to add form of payment for exchange? Form of payment for ticketing, I told you, the function was pf / and then, for example, invoice and financial document number. For exchange, form of payment will be PFO, and it will be the same like in exchange entry. I tell system new flight segment number. So exchange is EX function asterisk new flight segment number. Form of payment for exchange is the same, asterisk and new flight segment number. Then / and form of payment for exchange for additional collection. If I use this entry without any information between these two slashes, system understands that passenger pay by invoice for additional collection in fare and for penalty. Just a minute. Well, let's cancel. Let's save modification. Well, it will be x62. Then end and retrieve to get HK. And then let's add form of payment for exchange. Exchange for the first flight, new flight segment. System show me that by invoice, passenger should pay this amount in lari. System show me that, tell me that this amount is, system take this amount from original ticket. Original ticket was paid by cash. This amount should pay by for new ticket for exchange. In new ticket, on for the first passenger on the first flight segment, it will be a new fare on the first flight segment. This fare is paid by original ticket by cash, some amount, and additional amount is paid by invoice. Then what about taxes? All taxes are refundable, so we took amount from original ticket and put the same amount to the new ticket, so no additional collection in taxes. And passenger pay penalty. Passenger pay also by invoice. So TMR / exchange for the first flight segment. Well, you see that a passenger should pay 18 lari. It's additional collection for ticket. It will be invoice plus document exchange. And then passenger pay penalty, this amount, and this amount will be paid by invoice also. If we want penalty in cash and amount additional collection in ticket only in invoice, we can tell system about it. We can add info that just fare will be paid by invoice and penalty will be paid by cash. So let's add T for fare, for tariff, in this entry. I tell system that fare will be paid by invoice. Any other amounts will be paid by cash. And system took penalty. System understands that the penalty will be paid by cash. So it's up to you what amount to show in this entry. Amount, for example, 100 euro or lari. Then T, it's just fare, is paid by this form of payment. Or TB. TB mean fare and all taxes in ticket paid by this form of payment. And any amount that issued on another document will be paid by cash. Or leave it place empty, and system understand that amount in ticket and amount in any other document will be paid by cash, or will be paid by this form of payment. Then we should save this modification, and then we should go to exchange EX asterisk and new flight of flight segment or flight segments number. Choose this function. It's after pricing. System tell me about type of ticket. Then go forward F9. Then system show me pricing of exchange. It after price and exchange is voluntary. System show me image of new ticket, new day and new RBD. System show me additional amount in ticket and form of payment for this additional amount. And then system show me info about penalty. And then we see part on the bottom of the screen. Then on this step we can go forward to continue exchange, or we can click on forward by day. It's this F6 button to open mask. Let's go forward F9. Then on this step I use F5 button. System show me info about exchange. Info about penalty. Then new ticket number. Then info about additional collection. It's €5 or 18 lari. Then click on forward, and we got image of new ticket, new itinerary. Then don't forget to end transaction. So on this step use E or ER function entry. Well, exchange is completed. You can see new itinerary in PNR, and don't forget to issue AMD. If system tell you that AMD not printed, we should issue AMD, AMD/CP. We issue AMD for penalty. System tell me AMD is issued. Click on forward button. This is image of AMD. New AMD, you can see AMD number and ticket number. This AMD issued in connection with this ticket. Then info about financial impact is reason for issue code and reason for issue subcode, amount in letters and figures, then amount in local currency, and form of payment. Now it's invoice because we changed form of payment before exchange. Then system tell me all AMD are printed, list forward. So now I should click on F9 button. That's all. Well, exchange is completed. And the last exchange, I will show you mask, how to do exchange with mask. So just let's add a new fly segment again. Okay, it will be return fly segment in PNR. It will be 30th of December. And I'll take the same new class, new RBD, it will be K, and I should put it on the second line. This one is new one. Then let's cancel original fly segment, old fly segment. It will be x63. Let's get x6 fly segment status. Then we got it. Then let's end save modification. And for example, well, a system calculate this exchange, but I want to change it. I don't want to use after pricing for exchange. I can open mask for exchange. Function will be EXM, M for mask. I can add I for involuntary exchange, for example, or not. Then asterisk and new line, new fly segment line. System tell me about type of ticket again. System tell me click on F9. System show me mask. After pricing, system doesn't show mask. System do calculate somewhere. Just show me new ticket in the end. If I use EXM function, system show me all calculation on the screen. Calculation per each passenger, per each flight segment. Now you can see the name of mask is exchange. Type of exchange is voluntary. I can change here it's to involuntary. Passenger number 1, flight segment number 1, the first flight segment. There is no any modification on this flight segment because I don't change the first day. The same fare, return fare on the original ticket and fare in new ticket are the same. All taxes are, system take from original ticket. Of course, I can do any modification here, but I don't do it because this day not, because passenger change just return day, not this day. Input, so go to enter, click enter, then path, so click on F9. System show me segment number 2, it's return segment. System show me penalty. So if I want to add penalty manual, I add penalty in this block. I can change it. For example, it will be 100 euro, for example, or I can 100 euro, for example. Or I can change this amount. I can clear this block. It's up to me. Then I can change amount in new fare or in original fare. It's up to me again. I can change some taxes. For example, new tax should be 30 lari, and taxes from original ticket is 20 lari. So we have additional collection in fare, we have additional collection in taxes, and we have penalty. Then we should save modification in PNR. Just click on enter and go to the next page, F9. On this step, I can save my modification and add form of payment for exchange, or I can just click on input on enter and to go to the next page. For saving pricing, we add SV in this block. System tell you what to add in this block. Okay, input, enter. System show me new ticket image. System show me amount for additional collection. It will be cash because I didn't change form of payment for exchange. What about taxes? All taxes are paid already, but one taxes is with additional collection. So you can see paid 20 lari for this tax and additional collection 10 lari for the same tax. System show what taxes are paid, what taxes should be paid now. Then this amount for additional collection for ticket, and then we have penalty. I have changed penalty amount. Now it's this penalty amount. Then go to the next page because part what on bottom of the screen, F9. Then on this step we go forward, or we can ignore our exchange. Let's go forward. On the next page, it will not possible to stop exchange. This is last page for stop exchange. On this page, we can do ignore and system tell us. Or we can go forward and on this page, after this page, we should end exchange, and it will not possible to cancel this exchange. On this step, I use F9 button. Then info about exchange again. Charge for exchange and additional collection for exchange, additional collection in fare, and additional collection in total additional collection, and additional collection in taxes. Then forward F9. System show me new ticket, and system tell me don't forget to end this operation. Again, don't forget to use end and retrieve, or just end transaction to finish our operation with ticket. Now we have new itinerary in PNR. Let's issue penalty for exchange on AMD/CP, and finish issuing AMD by clicking on forward button twice, one, and then again lift forward to open PNR. Now we have 3 AMD in PNA, 3 modification I did, and 3 penalties was issued. Let's open this ticket, this new ticket. Well, you can see this ticket number and previous ticket number. When I open this previous ticket number, I will see another ticket number because we have we do exchange 3 times. Well, as we did exchange 3 times, you can see this additional collection amount in ticket. Form of payment is cash. Previous form of payment in previous ticket was invoice, and form of payment in original ticket was cash. So all history of form of payments you can see on the bottom of ticket image. Well, it was exchange. I stop this work with this ticket, and I want to repeat. For exchange, at first you add new day or new days in PNR availability, then booking. Don't forget to put new flight segment on the proper line in PNR. If you forget it, you can change flight segment order by 0M function. Then, when you add new flight segment in PNR, you can... Okay, just a minute. Тебе звонили из кадров, у меня вебинар. Давай пока. Я тебе через 2 минуты перезвоню. Mhm. Well, when we add new flight segment in PNR, we can price exchange. Then we can price exchange right now or maybe later after save this modification. For save this modification, for save this modification, we should cancel original old flight segment, or we should add unknown arrival flight segment in PNR. Then save our modification. If we add unknown arrival segment in PNR, we should delete it from PNR. Then we can price before ER entry or after ER entry. We can price exchange. If everything is okay, we do exchange with after pricing, voluntary or involuntary exchange. If you want to change something in pricing, you can use manual exchange with mask, voluntary mask exchange or involuntary mask exchange. Then don't forget to save modification to end operation with ticket by E or ER function, and if you have penalty, you can issue penalty by AMD/CP function. Before all of this operation, before exchange or refund, don't forget you can check history pricing in PNR, and you can check fair use 16th category to check penalties before exchange or before refund. Well, for today, that's all. Okay, let me stop recording.